past episode of Monday Night Raw, Bronson Reed absolutely annihilated Jey Uso. So basically the match ended in disqualification. Jey Uso was attempting to jump out of the ring, and then Bronson Reed threw a chair at him. Then he gets into the ring and he basically tsunami splashes Jey Uso 2 times in a row. And this was a squash match, right? Now, the reason why this happened is because Triple H is forcing Jey Uso to go back to being a mid-card jobber, right? But the problem with that is the fans, they look at Jey Uso as main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso is the biggest, he's arguably the most over star on the WWE roster right now, right? Like, I think he's the most popular wrestler on the main roster right now, in my opinion, at this very moment, right? Obviously, Roman Reigns probably has more fans. Some people may think Seth Rollins has more fans, but I'm talking about who does the crowd get the most hype for when the star comes out, and it's hands down Jey Uso. He gets the biggest pop from the crowd out of all the stars on the main roster. He gets a bigger pop than Cody Rhodes. At this point, he's getting a bigger pop than Roman. Let's just call it what it is, right? Jey Uso is main event Jey Uso, right? But when you look at the way that he lost his title to Gunther, the same thing that happened on Raw this week, that's the same thing that happened before Jey Uso's rematch with Gunther. Bronson Reed tsunami splashed him like 3 times in a row. Braun Breaker speared him, which pretty much caused him to have a midsection injury. And that played a huge role into Gunther beating Jey Uso in the rematch for the World Heavyweight title. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, Bronson Reed is a jobber, right? Just a couple months ago, Bronson Reed was working with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu when he was a part of the New Bloodline. The guy broke both of his ankles. He comes back. Now all of a sudden he's in this group with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker, right? Just makes absolutely no sense, right? So why would you have a jobber like Bronson Reed? Why would you have him annihilate Jey Uso the way that you did this past episode on Monday Night Raw? Because it already happened. You pretty much just repeated the same thing that you did before the Gunther rematch, right? And this is why I tell you guys, Triple H is a terrible booker. The guy is not creative. He's predictable. He books the same matches week after week after week. You know what I'm saying? There's no creativity that goes into this matchmaking, right? Now, what you should have done, right? What you should have done, because in the main event, you saw LA Knight basically come out and attack Seth Rollins. So when Bronson Reed tsunami splashed Jey Uso, why didn't anybody come out to help him? Why didn't Cody Rhodes come out to help Jey Uso? Why didn't LA Knight come out to help Jey